So, Maina, I'm Tim Flannery with the Climate Council. Really lovely to meet you. And you're from Tuvalu and you're at the COP. So, how are you finding it from a Tuvalu perspective?
Well, thank you so much, Tim, for the opportunity to interact as well as the opportunity to share some of my experiences on COP26. Coming from a very small island in the Pacific, Tuvalu, a country that is not more than 3 meters above the sea. For us, issues like climate change related sea level rise it's no longer a political issue or a scientific issue for us. Even before the IPCC report came in, it's a life and death issue for us.
So what do you hope Australia will do in terms of its commitments to addressing climate change?
I think accessibility to funding is a very big challenge. Either we channel the financial support through Green Climate Fund, which gives a lot of insurance that the funding will be adaptation related or climate adaptation related, or even giving the financial support directly to communities or the government. I think the biggest question remains with us is how do we access as communities? It's not just about the government, because government is political. But for us, is the people that are living the consequences of climate change. And the challenge is that how do we access those fundings?
There is so much money that's actually being poured in things that really are irrelevant. And the money that we're demanding in Pacific, particularly on loss and damage, it's such a critical issue for developing countries. We have gone past the point of adapting. And we're past the point of just trying to build resilience. How do we build resilience if we don't have the capacity and resources? And in Fiji, there's been 13 cyclones, I think, in just a year or two. There is no ability to actually recover from one before you get hit by other. So the conversation really needs to move on loss and damage and what the future has to be that's grounded in human rights, on gender equality, on environment integrity. I think I'm really, really encouraged that the Pacific Islanders are here, and it has been very challenging for them to actually get here. And we have them in numbers, and I know some more have arrived in the last 24 hours. And their demands are perhaps some of the strongest demands that we're seeing out of these negotiations, which is really, really getting, the G20, particularly Australia, to really step up.